Country Rose, take me home. Woo! March, St. Patty's Day pre-show, and not March Madness officially yet, but for West Virginia, it's March Madness. Knocking out Texas Tech tonight. What up, y'all? We are back for another Beer Flow show. It is me, Rajay, and of course, in the house, we got Eric from Eric Lions Fan. And we got Todd in the house as well. Indiana, our regular ride-along rider, who's still, we got to get a channel for. But, you know, it took see how long it took for Joe. It took Joe forever. Speaking of which, Joe would not be here tonight, but unfortunately, he is out killing some more people. Contracts are busy at this time of year. Business is booming. we're shooting up, I should say. So, but welcome to everybody out there. Oh, I got to get the thing up here since Joe's not here to get the chat board. I guess I need to pull that up here, too, so I can see the comments and everything. Bear with me. Talks amongst yourselves.
So, Todd, well, I'll take over here just a moment. What you drinking tonight?
Kind of partially was going to go with an Irish beer, but I guess it sort of really isn't, but it's an Irish style. It's the Great Lakes Conway's Irish Ale.
Yeah, that's the Irish Red Ale.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know, you typically think of like some sort of a stout from, you know, some of your main guys. But I wanted to go a different route tonight, so.
Yeah,
But it is an Irish ale, so, I mean, it is. That's what I said kind of partially, but.
Nothing wrong with that. Have you had that one before?
No, I can't remember if I had it last year or not. If I did, I don't recall.
I think you may like it.
I feel like I have, but then I'm not sure 100%. So we'll say no.
We're gonna go with no.
What about you, Eric?
Well, I got 2 beers tonight. I'm finishing up a beer review that I just got done with probably not even 20 minutes ago. I'm drinking Todd's that he sent me, the 450 North. This is the fresh fruit. That's their milkshake IPA.
Milkshake.
This one's delicious, Todd. Delicious.
Yeah.
And then yeah, me too. And then to round it out here, I'm going to have Muskegon's own Pigeon Hill Brewing Company, their Michigan Irish Stout.
Nice.
Yeah, the one I got on deck is Boulder Beer Company's Irish Blessing Oak Aged Coffee Stout.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
So I'm letting it sit out a little bit, and it was aged on Tullamore DEW Irish whiskey soaked oak chips. So we'll see.
So a lot of choices. Eric Gilbert's in the house. He says, "Cheers, dude." So welcome,
What's up,
Eric.
What's going on, Eric? Go Lions.
And I'll try to keep up on the chat as much as possible. But what a great way to start the show off. West Virginia gets the upset, knocks out Texas Tech, still alive. We only get into the NCAA Big Dance one way, and that's to win it out in the Big 12. 2 down, 2 to go. You just never know at this time of year, you know.
What makes March Madness so great.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Next week, I don't know if we'll do a show. Maybe, I don't know. It's the opening night of March Madness. I'm kind of on the fence. But I don't know if you guys want to try to do a show. Did we do a show last year? I think we did like a show. It was like a March Madness beer flow, but kind of with the craziness of the games and stuff. I got a TV right here, but I don't know if you got a TV in front of you guys, so it could be like.
I can arrange for a TV to get in the
We're like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. So
all I have to do is swing over to the other chair and sit in front of our, as I said last week, the shower curtain behind me, and I'll have the big screen in front of me. So
there you go. All right, so we might do something next week. I know Joe is in next week. We do something next week. So tonight I am actually drinking because it is the pre-St. Patty's Day. Although if we do decide to do like a hangout Saturday or something before St. Patty's Day again, I may keep a couple of these around. But this right there, the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, one of my favorites, which now we get in 4-packs here. So I don't know if they're starting to now make this here where we can get it, because it used to be not as available unless you got it into the variety pack. Occasionally you might find something here or there, but they had a bunch of 4-packs on sale at the Jungle Gyms. I did that Jungle Gyms video. So like Q-Tip, And I left my wallet in El Segundo. I was like, I got to get it. I got to get it.
You ended up picking up a couple of those, didn't you? A couple 4-packs or
I
no?
got 1 4-pack of this. I got a couple of the other one, that Waybacher, which
Okay.
let me tell you, I might have to go back because that was a good deal. Yeah, for that.
Shocker.
Another Rod J deal.
Imagine
Was that the ones with the glass in it, or was that the one that you got like a 13 and a 14?
That was a good deal too. The glass one, no, that we were both like $5.99, but a couple of guys told me that glass one, the one in the glass, the 2 Russian, the 2012 and 2013 were both pretty good. So I'm looking forward to trying those at some point here. But they had a ton of those there too.
Yeah, I noticed the only time that I've been to Jungle Gyms, you get some really great deals like that.
Yeah. But 7.5% on this one. Nice, sweet smell. If you haven't seen the review, I did a review on this way back in the day, like one of the first beers I actually reviewed. So, but well worth a try. Easily my favorite one from Guinness thus far. Although if I go to Baltimore this year, I'm going to go to the brewery and see what other stuff they got there.
Nice.
Which I'm sure will be a mind-blowing experience. Yeah.
I was gonna say, a good friend of mine and his wife, they're overseas right now with a bunch of their friends, and they're I think she just posted some pictures that they were maybe at Guinness on Sunday, but he also said they were going to be in Ireland on this Sunday coming up for St. Patty's Day. I was like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. I was like, you gotta get some video and some pictures of that. I was like, he could have timed that one even better.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe getting some Bushmills or something for St. Patty's Day if we do a hangout.
There you go.
Or some Jameson.
I've never had Jameson whiskey.
You should try it. It is pretty good.
I'm more of a rum guy. I'm more of a Bacardi rum.
More Bacardi rum?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be having that when I go to Jamaica.
Jamaica, man.
Yeah, boy.
Why don't you get somebody of that Bacardi, man? Craig's gonna come on and be like, "Shut up, Eric! You did it last week. Just shut up."
The accents have taken over again. Let's see here. Wet Dream says cheers. Drunken One says sup dudes. Trash Metal says cheers, friends. Trash Metal says Dio, just watched your vid earlier. Brandon Garrett says cheers. And Drunken One says, I've seen that. Thanks. Wet Dream said, I saw it too. Drunken One, cheers for the support. And then Thrash and Sup Wet. Thrash has got to hang with Rod J. And not much keeping them clean today. Talking about Wet Dream. So, wait a minute. Let it come out the right way. You know, at some point, you tripped up on Wet Dream.
Take 2.
So, yeah.
Like, as soon as I come out of your mouth, you're like, no, try to grab the words and bring them back.
Shit.
You're like, oh, well, never mind.
We just roll with it.
What did you say? So for the weekly poll, I ran a poll on Twitter. Didn't get as much on this one than I got back on the other one. But the poll question, which it might have been because I didn't leave it pinned to my board either like I did with the other one, is which beer you were going to drink on St. Patrick's Day. And it was, which Irish beer were you going to drink? Like a stout, or were you going to drink a Irish red ale like Todd is actually drinking right now? And the winner of that one was actually an Irish red ale. So
ooh.
That actually got more than the stouts did. So wide variety of different beers you can drink on St. Patty's Day. Are you guys planning to do anything like that day? Are you guys going out anywhere? Or
probably not. I'm probably just gonna leave low key.
Yeah.
Yeah, no plans. She's got to work. She's got to work all weekend. So
yeah.
Because unlike Todd, I'm old as hell.
Eric, I'm old. I'm older.
Although there might be like some sort of little pub crawls going on in our downtown in Jeffersonville. So we did that last year and kind of walk around to some of the couple breweries and restaurants and whatnot. And, you know, it's just kind of couple 2 or 3 blocks, little town. It's always crowded, packed, but I haven't really heard if they're doing that this year or not, so I don't know. I know a couple of like the tap house there is doing something, so.
And here's a question to people watching too. You know, are you going to be drinking Irish beer on Sunday? If so, what kind of Irish style beer will you be drinking, or what brand will you be drinking? Let us know in the comments what kind of beer you will actually prefer. Speaking of which, 7 beers you should try that aren't Guinness. So if you're looking for some ideas out there that aren't Guinness beers, although if you can get the 4 extra stout, highly recommend it. Definitely recommend it. Let me take a look here. This actually comes in from Thrill List. And problem with some of their beers, everybody can't always get to them, right? So, but they have one called Loftgill Round the Clock Stout. It's a 5.2% stout from Sealgo. It's out in the Northeast. They also have Carlo Brew and O'Hara's Irish Red, which is Irish Red Ale. They also have Porterhouse Brewing Oyster Stout, which is a dry stout out of Dublin. White Hag Mibarua Irish Bog Ale, Irish Red Ale, 8.2%. That's a pretty good size Irish Red Ale.
What was it?
8.2.
Okay, first I thought you said 18.2. I was going to say, holy shit, son.
That'll get off the list,
That's starting the party off, right?
Some of the stuff the Real List gets on their list is like, what? You can't even find these anywhere. Like Boundary Brewing Cooperative, Legally Saison 4.3 out of Belfast, Galway Bay Brewing a Foam and Fury double IPA. That's out of Galway, but you got to be like there to get these things. They had a Court, had a cider, Longville House of O'Houlihan or O'Callahan's Irish cider. So that list actually does nothing for me as far as what you can get out there. But you know, there are some other ones out there. You know, you have like your Harps, you have like your Killians, right? So those are ones you actually can check out if you wanted to find some other Irish type beers. There's one that I had from one of the breweries. It was Nitro Irish Stout. Who did that one? That was Breckenridge. They have a nice one. I think it was Breckenridge. No, was it Breckenridge? Let me see. Nitro Irish.
Man, Todd, this 450 North beer is the bomb, dude. Just really
glad
good.
You liked it. Yeah, those fresh fruit ones are beside the slushies are the ones that usually sell out the quickest when they have their release.
What other ones they had besides this one?
Oh man, they had a strawberry, vanilla, mango, pineapple. Probably you think of any fruit, they probably have done it. Just about.
I'm definitely picking up the vanilla in this one. Definitely.
Yeah. And most of them's always been some sort of fruit and then the vanilla. Both of them, you know, whatever the fruit with vanilla.
This one, I thought the vanilla kind of overpowered the peaches a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that might have been why Joe was picking up a little bit more of the orange flavor. Maybe the vanilla might have been, you know, kind of overpowering the peach a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. That's what I picked up on. I mean, it's still a damn good beer. Don't get me wrong. It's just that's what I picked up on.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, their next release next week. They're starting a new style, which I posted to you guys.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, so that's shit.
Are you going? I ask him every time on their face.
Do what?
No, I'll just say you need to cut it out. Like, pick some and stick with them.
which for those that are watching and don't know, they're coming out with a new series, and they're sour IPAs.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
every time on their Facebook page, they say, "Hey, when are you coming to Michigan?"
Yeah, everybody's always asking. I was like, "When? Wish I can get them here. Wish I can get them there."
They're breaking ground for something to build there now. So somewhere in, I don't know if it's in Indiana somewhere.
It looks like it's right across the street. I'm thinking maybe they might be building just a bigger facility.
Yeah. I think on their Facebook page, somebody came back and said, "Yeah, it's going to be right across the street."
Yeah, because it's a big. I mean, they're just basically in the middle of a cornfield, which they do in the fall. They have a corn maze brew fest.
Yeah, that was one of the top beer festivals people should try to attend. I saw.
Which we're planning on going this year. So
yeah,
I've said it the last 2 years and haven't made it, but
when is that date for that?
I think it is. It's either the end of September or the first couple weeks of October.
Because maybe we can come down for that thing.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys, I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know that they've set an actual date yet, but I'll check and see. I'll find out and I'll let you know. Because they do they'll do that from like noon to 4 or noon to 5 if you get the VIP thing, and then afterwards they just have like a big blowout and have a live band and back at the restaurant or whatever.
Well, that one Nitro Irish Stout is from Breckenridge, which I've had that one before. It wasn't a bad one.
Sweet.
But it's usually either Irish Red Ale or a dry Irish Stout for the most part.
Yeah.
I saw Rhine Guys had one a while back. Didn't do as well. 3.6 on tap, which isn't terrible, but
This Conway's is good.
Oh yeah, I've done a review on that one too. That's a good beer.
Yeah, Conway's is good. Well, really anything from Great Lakes is good.
Yeah.
The one in Cleveland. The one in Cleveland. Let's be clear.
Yeah. Have you done their new IPA that just came out with? I haven't done it yet, but there's a new IPA Great Lakes just came out with. It's a Great Lakes IPA.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, don't they have a taste room in Michigan as well?
If they do, I don't know where it's at.
Okay, I was thinking they had one. I know they had the Cleveland and Columbus. I thought they had one in Michigan too. Anyway, they released it at some of the rooms, but now it's in 6-packs available. I haven't picked it up yet though.
I'm gonna look that up now that you said that.
Yeah. I'm gonna check some of the comments here. Drunken One says Jameson sounds better. Brandon Garrett, Guinness draft got to have at least one. Eric Gilbert opened a new bottle for St. Patrick's West Cork blended Irish whiskey, cast strength 62%. Brandon Garrett said, but I did pick up some Brooklyn Lager because I had a green label. There you go.
Close enough.
Brooklyn has a Brooklyn dry Irish. I think it's a dry Irish stout that I've had from them. So, and that actually wasn't too bad. And it wasn't 6 years old either. So he did well with that one. Eric Gilbert said, get myself some extra stout and Murphy's. And Drunken Ones say hello to Eric and Brandon and Eric and Todd. Brandon says, thought about grabbing some Murphy's. And then Eric said, what up, Drunken One? And Brandon said, I've had the new Great Lakes IPA, a little weedy, but solid. Yeah, I knew they had something with that going on, but I haven't tried it yet. So Brandon did pick it up there. There's just so many beer choices out there now. It's just crazy. And if you guys saw I know you two did, but if you saw my Jungle Gyms video, you can imagine, so many different beers like that we have like that around here.
Mm-hmm.
It is off the hook.
Yeah, Jungle Gyms is crazy. It's good. So good.
It's just like, come on, man. You guys are just screwing with me right now. And then we had the other day or the other night, which I already say congratulations to a few of the guys like Drunken One and Brad Allison, which was nice to see. We talked last week about Feedspot having the top 30 YouTube beer channel thing they did, which still I don't even know I'm on that list. But anyway, they came out the top 30 homebrew YouTube channels, and congratulations to Drunken One again. Brad Allison was on there, Clemens Homebrew. Pretty good list of guys. I mean, those are the three I usually watch more than anybody on there, I think. But yeah, so that was kind of a neat little thing to do. So they've got a homebrew ranking now. So Drunken One and Brad throw that badge up.
Were you on the homebrew one too?
No, I wasn't on the homebrew one. So it was all home brewers that were on there. I mean,
and I gotta give a shout out to everybody about me having 1,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys watching my content and just viewing and commenting and all that. So appreciate it.
Yeah, big congrats hitting that 1,000 mark. That's huge.
Yeah, for me it's very, very huge because hell, I was like, am I ever going to get there?
It's right there, but yet it's so far away.
Stardom status level.
Well, I think the sports the sports content's kind of pushed me over the top there. So
Hey, whatever as long as you enjoy it, then it comes through and you do well there.
I just do it as a hobby, man. I ain't doing it to have any kind of famous notoriety or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when I got that thing about the beer list, I was like, oh, not bad for a hobby. I guess you get listed somewhere. People at work were telling me, oh, congrats, I saw it. Like, yeah, I got thanks, I guess. I mean, I'm not just on the list. So
Just made the list. Chris Jericho style. You just made the list.
Yeah. So let's see what happening around the world in beer news. But I told you guys last week about that situation with Reckless Brewing, right? We talked about that last week.
I know
me and Kyle and No Hype talked about it after we were doing our thing. How'd you guys?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I know for the people watching, if they didn't see that video, we had a great spotlight with Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews, and that's really a fun thing to do. So we'll have Joe in here to do one at some point here. And then some of the other guys that we get in there. But hopefully you guys liked it if you did check out that video. And hopefully you check out Kyle's channel. He has some really good beer reviews there.
I just started watching his content. He's way better than I am. Way better than I am.
We're always our toughest critics. You know, you do a good job, Eric. So
Thanks.
But we were talking about one of the breweries out there that kind of made a misstep again on their marketing or whatever, and basically they released this week that they were closing their doors because the heat came quick and fast, and they were getting slammed out there in San Diego. And I had actually spoke to the person that ran the brewery. He was actually hoping I was in San Diego because he went to sit down with me and talk about it, but they closed their doors, unexpectedly now. So
damn,
it's like you could have probably fixed this issue, but it was I guess. It was some reckless moves they made, even though they were called Reckless Brewing, but it ended up costing them from doing what he wanted to do there.
So did he go in great detail with you, or?
We talked back and forth.
Say anything. But...
Yeah, no, we talked back and forth on some messaging. Well, I mean, the way he did everything, I told him he pretty much set himself on, poured gasoline on him and set himself on fire. But I said, there's also ways you can fix what you've done too. And he was nervous about coming on or doing anything like that, or because on the internet he felt like he may not that he didn't know me or anything, but get a fair shake or didn't know how I might come across or like that and everything. So he's like, if you're out here, I'd love to sit down with you and kind of go over it. But no, it was just one of those things. They made again those bad type puns or gestures that kind of more of that fraternity house type life that just aren't being accepted as much anymore, and got blasted for it. It wasn't the first time just on what he did on this one. He had some stuff in the past too that people saw. So it was kind of like a 3 strikeout type thing, I think, for some. But it is what it is.
You're right. People aren't as accepting to that kind of nonsense or behavior or actions anymore. Especially when especially in the brewing world where you've got so many other options that well, one closes down, you just move on to the next, and it's just the brutal world that it is.
Well, you got a lot of options, but you also got like the Brewers Association trying to go a different way now and trying to make it as much all inclusive as possible. So, they're not going to be there in your corner as well either. So it's kind of like you really are a person on the island when that happens.
Yeah, true. It's a good point.
Yeah. So, I mean, people can make their sin do what they want, but they're going to possibly pay for it at the end of the day. Eric Gilbert says Michigan just needs an above 500 sports team now.
Well, we got Michigan and Michigan State, brother. Come on.
I think he's just going for the professional angle.
Oh.
Hey, right now in baseball, everybody's on the same keel, right? Nobody's ahead. Everybody's got a shot.
That's right.
They're still in preseason right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's tied for first.
Right. And then we had the top 50 most selling craft breweries, I guess you could say, that came out with the rankings for 2018. And I think it was 26, was actually Rheingeist from here.
So I didn't see that list.
Yeah, so that was from a list they just came out with last week. It's on my Facebook page, I believe. But Rheingeist was number 26. A ton, as you can imagine. We're out in California. you had like 4 that were like out in Colorado. But yeah, so I was surprised to see them on there. But that was actually by craft beer sales. So Rheingeist really is blowing up. I don't know if they're in Michigan yet. If you're getting Rheingeist, I know you're getting Mad Tree, but I'd be surprised if you're not getting Rheingeist pretty soon.
I have to look for them.
Oh.
Yeah, because you get them in Indiana, or you gotta go to Louisville, Todd.
Let's see. I get confused sometimes because I get from over back and forth. I think I have to go to Louisville to get those.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know they were distributing, I think, out towards some states out in the Northeast as well. So
I think actually I take that back. I think I get Rheingeist here, but Mad Tree I have to go to Louisville to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get Mad Tree here.
Yeah, Mad Tree just started getting there though, right? For you.
Yeah. Actually, they got a pretty good offering from I think they got like 4 or 5 of them up here.
And Brandon Garrett says, "Sell Michigan to Canada, OHIO."
We're pretty much, we might as well be.
Fomia says, "Hey everyone," and then Torquil says, "Hello, Fomia. Welcome, Fomi." Yeah. So, the other thing, like, I don't know, did you get some crazy weather today, Todd?
Oh,
yeah. I was gonna ask you that a while ago. We did. We got some tornadoes about I don't know, 20 miles from where I live.
What about you, Eric?
Yeah, we got some pretty good thunderstorms roll through. I guess a tornado happened to the east of me.
Yeah. So there's this new term that I never heard of until like yesterday, but it's called the bomb cyclone. I don't know. But apparently that's what they call this weather phenomenon taking place right now. It was the polar vortex, but now it's the bomb cyclone. And so we had a mix of weather going crazy today. We were actually in the 70s, so we had mostly all rain and thunderstorms, but we had 3 tornadoes hit down in Paducah, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went into tornado warning, which was really weird because it's about to leave work. And we're on a high-rise building, and then the siren goes off. Well, nobody's ever used to hearing the siren except like the 3rd Wednesday of the month or whatever when they test it or
test it, yeah.
Wednesday of the day it is. It's like 5 o'clock. What the hell is the siren going off for? And then guy got a speakerphone and it's like, please don't stand near the windows. Everybody should be in the centers of the building on their floors. You know, it's a tornado warning. Like, we never had tornado touchdown in Cincinnati anyway, but it was kind of like, well, this kind of sucks if we're 18 floors up. they're like, don't take the elevators. Don't do this. Like, you're not going to take the steps down 18 floors unless you have to, probably. But it was nothing ended up happening, of course, but it was all this prevention. And of course, on our floor, because we're like the salespeople, all of us are at the windows trying to see what's going on. And management had to come over and say, "You guys get to the center, stop looking out." And I'm like, we're salespeople. We run to the action. We don't run from it. You know?
And you're on the 18th floor. What difference does it matter if you're in the center of the floor anyway? If it's going to destroy it, you know, what difference does it make?
Like doing the old atomic drills, I imagine. Get under the desk. It's a nuclear bomb going off. You think this getting underneath of it?
Yeah, they let my daughter out of school early today, so they can get them home before the actual warning went into effect, I guess, for here.
Yeah. Hopefully, everybody out there, nobody was greatly affected. Hopefully, any family and stuff like that are safe, and friends and all that kind of stuff. And I know there was some damage on stuff done, but I haven't heard of anybody, being hurt or anything as of yet.
Yeah,
about the worst that happens here is shingles get ripped off a roof and maybe trees down. And that's probably about the extent here.
Yeah.
And then the Great Ohio Valley weather that we live in, and you probably will get it there too, Rod, is it's only supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow and all weekend.
Right, that's all that as well.
They go from pouring down rain, tornadoes, 70-degree weather to 40, all in a 24-hour period.
Yeah, they say a bomb cyclone is similar to a Category 1 hurricane. Apparently out in Denver, they got hit with a ton of snow and stuff as well, and wind that blanketed the area. So
crazy.
Friday 42, Saturday 37, Sunday 41.
Yeah, that's about what it's going to be here too, I think. Not quite that cold on Saturday, but we'll be in the low 40s.
Yeah. We'll probably get some lake effect snow too.
Yeah.
Hey, it just melted. Now we got snow back on the ground.
Foamy Head said he's having a Hemperor. It has green, smells like herb. Drunken One says wet dreams, tacos, and gas X. Drunken One, spooky stuff, Rod. And the Foamy said it does. Drunken One talking about smells like herb. I mean, it's got a great hemp feel to it. I mean, you definitely get that aroma. I mean, I actually like it. I know it's kind of a hit and miss for some people, but the only thing is, like, if you drink a few of them the next day, you're kind of maybe burping up like you've been smoking weed or something. So just be aware of that. They pop up a random drug test at your job. You know why?
Yeah, I was gonna say don't be standing in front of your boss and let off a big belch or something. Send you to the clink.
Drunken One said he had it once, not bad, a little gimmicky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's gimmicky, but at the same point, I think they're more of a push towards hemp beers. So I think they were kind of one of the earlier ones out of the gate. There were a couple other ones. I know a Fallon's had a hemp beer I had in the past. More are doing it now, so there is that push to get to it. If you're not getting the weed beers, then people are trying to get you the hemp beers. So we'll see how it goes. Wet Dream said, imagine how to go down to 18 floors drunk. That would not be fun. Drunken was it easier to jump. Category 1 hurricane is just still a breeze around here, says Drunken One. So yeah, the Drunken One, they're used to getting those hurricanes coming through. Like, I'm not even taking it on and down if it's only a 3. Let that baby stay up. Let's see here. What other interesting beer news is out here? The only thing about, like, when it's bad weather like that, at least here, like, people cannot drive in the bad weather.
Yeah, I know.
Blowing down, they're white knuckling the steering wheel and stuff, and it's like, dude, you were backing up everybody else.
You can't drive anyway, and it's just like tenfold when it becomes bad weather.
Yeah.
You were thinking
about a lot of panic set in, or what? I'm not sure what happens, but
yeah. Sometimes in life, it's all about goals. So an Ohio man will only drink beer for Lent, says he's following the example of the 17th century monks. So he's only going to drink beer. Oh, I should go see this guy. He works at 50 West Brewing here in Cincinnati, where I sent you guys beer from.
Does he drink any other time, or is that he's only going to drink during Lent?
Well, he works at a brewery, so yeah, he drinks other times, I'm sure. Yeah. But as you know, people giving up stuff, he's giving up food to just drink beer.
Oh, he's only drinking. I think I did see that. Okay.
Yeah.
I did see that one. I think maybe you posted it on.
No,
did you post that story?
I think I may have posted that one like last week when it came out too.
Yeah.
But he says his day 3 weigh-in, which he put on Twitter, down 7.2 pounds. Check out my YouTube channel to follow and get updates on my 46-day beer only fast during Lent.
Wow.
He's going to start a new fad for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, in ancient times, or I don't know if they were ancient times or whatever times they were, when they didn't feed you, you would actually have beer, and the beer would have the grains and all that kind of stuff to sustain you. So it's not like it's new. He's following the old ways the monks did it.
Drinking my Miller Lite must be.
Not water, but no. When you think about the old beers, they were definitely more hard. Although, if you could pull it off with Miller Lite, I say go for it.
Man, that'd be hard though, because I don't know about you guys, but you know how the late night munchies kick in if you've been knocking down a few all day long, and you want to start chowing down on some chips or some late night Taco Bell run or something. That'd be hard to do for 40 days and not eat anything while you're drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Drunken One. He said he's a brewer. Yeah, he's a brewer over there at 50 West. So, Rainy on the Praise in the house. Welcome, Rainy. Said looking forward to the review on those aged Russian stouts with the box and glass. Sounds like another killer deal. It was a killer deal. $19.99 down to $5.99. I just can't believe how many of them were still there and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can age, like it says, you can age them off like 13 years with that beer. They said so.
I need to tell my brother to make a run to Jungle Gyms and pick me up a box or two of those.
Yeah. I may have to go there. I may have to go out to the Listerman's this weekend too. See if they got some other thing coming out. But I like sending the cans more than the bottles, just because the cans are super, so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rod, if you get a chance, take a picture of that and send it to me so I can send it to him and say, hey, stop at Jungle Jim's and get 1 or 2 of these for me if they still have them left.
The picture of that other beer?
No,
well,
the set.
One?
Oh, did you throw the box, throw it away?
If you tell him to watch the video, he'll see it on there as well.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I threw the box away when I took them out and everything. Cool glass, though.
For $5.99, I mean, sheesh.
Yeah, it's no complaints on my end.
Can't go bad for that, I guess.
Well, that one habitual I sent to you guys, you would drink that before the end of the month. I think the date was like 3/31 or whatever, but they had that down. That was a $2.99 6-pack down for like $10.99 or something.
Damn.
So you can get it out there and everything.
Oh, I found that sticker and I put it on my toolbox.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I put a sticker in that box. I don't know if Joe found it in his. I don't know if you got it, Todd. I think you did say you found the sticker there.
Yeah, I got it.
Brewworks. I had them around. I'm like, I just don't want one of these in there.
And I meant to send you and Joe stickers too on that last 450, but I forgot to put them in there. Rod got his, I think. Didn't I put one in yours?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I got a couple of them here. 2 different colors, kind of.
So they give them away on the. They give them away when you buy at the release.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I should go back to that's this weekend. I can't make it now. My alma mater, WVU, Morgantown Cupcake and Craft Beer Fest returns March 16th to benefit Empty Bowls, which I guess is one of the charities there. I was like, I got Beer Fest at WVU.
This summer I'm just gonna go to Detroit and go some of the little micro breweries over there, like Detroit Brewing Company, and have some of their beers over there, because I think Detroit Brewing Company is like right by Comerica Park.
Have you been over to Atwater over there?
No, I can get their beers, but I haven't been to the brewery. No.
I mean, if you go to Atwater, let me know, and I'll see if my guy that I know still works there. He could probably hook you up when you're there, get you a tour or something if you want.
All right.
Maybe set you up nicely. I know a guy. Everybody likes to do it.
I know somebody.
Like the two best things you can say is like, I know a guy, or I got a guy.
I know a guy.
There's something empowering about that. Like, oh shit, I need to do something to my car. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah. I got
that tells you you're gonna save money.
I got you. You ain't got to go nowhere.
When they say, I know a guy, you're going to save money. I need to paint the living room. I know a guy who's got a crew that'll paint the whole thing for $50.
Yeah, that remind me of like the Ugly Wanda skit on Living Color when he's like, I got you. You ain't got to go nowhere.
Right.
I need to go get gas. He's like, you ain't got to go nowhere. He pulls out the whole, gas can out of his purse.
Says the Salt Lake Tribune. I just looked up beer news here for Google Hangouts. Says that Utah lawmakers reach a deal to put stronger beer in grocery stores, but it would only be 4%, not 4.8.
Which is higher than their 3.2.
Well, we talked about that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say stronger beers in grocery stores, and it's 4%. What the hell are they selling?
It is a Mormon state, so
yeah.
Which surprises me because Uinta makes so much good beers. They're out of Salt Lake City. It's like I don't know if they sell them in Utah. I mean, because their beers are so good.
I just wonder how big religion is over there in Salt Lake City to only have the beer be the highest alcohol content you could sell is 4%. I mean, you got to have a pretty strong religious.
But they said, you could have multiple wives, but your alcohol can only be this high. You can have multiple wives.
That's the trade-off. That's the trade-off.
Some guys are like, well, if I got multiple wives, I'm going to need a lot higher alcohol.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. You beat me to it, right?
There's a reason I need the alcohol level kicked up.
Be like, wait, what? I can have 4 wives, but I can't have anything stronger than water? What the hell?
Oh.
Well, at least Bud Light can. Well, no, Bud Light can't be sold over there because that's 4.1. They have to still make it special for now.
Yeah, they make it special for them over there, I'm sure.
And I thought Ohio was bad when you couldn't go over 10%.
Yeah. I mean, they moved there. Yeah. We're over in Kentucky, like, what?
Yeah. This exists?
Yeah. Let's see here. This is first craft beer delivered to your doorstep. That's in Westchester. That's in PA, I believe. I wonder if more places will actually start allowing beer delivery. I mean, here we can get Amazon to do it only if you're in the Ohio side, like in Cincinnati's one of their markets. You can go in there and order and beer's there within 2 hours.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Here's another one that says bills filed to let new North Carolina breweries double their amount of beer annually.
Yeah, because they were limited on what they could do there too. Yeah.
Oh, how much they could barrel?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yep. State law currently requires brewers to turn over sales, marketing, and pricing to third-party distributors once 25,000 barrels of beer have been sold. And an agreement between brewers and distributors raises that threshold to 50,000 and is expected to receive bipartisan support in the legislature.
That doesn't seem like very much.
I mean, I don't know how much is 50,000 barrels, and how much is in a barrel.
Drunken one probably knows.
I'm going to say the breweries in Indiana are allotted 100,000.
Yeah.
And then after that, because a lot of the breweries were starting to open up like satellite breweries or whatnot, or restaurants or tap rooms or something. So that would give them double the capacity to brew more.
I'll try to put the link in here in the chat if anyone wants to click on it and find out.
I think it was 100,000. I could be wrong on that, but
Wet Dream said he tried the beer called Devil's Backbone, which I've had Devil's Backbone before. That's actually not bad. That's from out of Virginia. But speaking of beers, this is one I posted earlier on the Facebook page. DuClaw, who we do get their beers here, is releasing their donut-inspired Unicorn Farts glitter beer this week. So that comes out the 16th, which is Saturday. And it is a sour ale with fruit edible glitter, 16-ounce cans. And it's basically white frosted donut topped with Fruity Pebbles cereal is what the taste is supposed to be for. I mean, I'll try it. I don't care. I like Fruity Pebbles growing up.
that was the one Shannon asked if I'd seen. She's like, now they're brewing it with Fruity Pebbles. I'm like, yeah. It's going to be all the cereal selections here before long.
Well, it's so funny. The person that wrote this article, they have everything, and they have question mark on ABV. When you look at the picture on the can, it tells you 5.5% alcohol per volume. It's like, how does that? Like, how do you not see that on there? You could have put that easily in what the ABV was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but expect distribution to start in April. So I think they're just releasing at the brewery this Saturday. But we do get the claw beers this way. So, like I said, there's so many cereals they can do out there,
It's been a while since I've seen a DuClaw beer here. I don't know if they distribute here anymore.
Well, maybe depending on how they were selling. I mean, some places will cut it if they're not selling a lot of them. But like their Sweet Baby Jesus gets them into a lot of places. Their Sweet Baby Java now.
Yeah, and their peanut butter one. Was that the...
Yeah.
And now you have, which I don't know why you would ever create this, why you would ever need this, because apparently, unless a dog says, I can use a beer, a couple created Good Boy, a line of beer your dog can drink. It's like, really? Like, I don't know. Some people and their pets are like people to them, I guess, but I just don't know if we need like a. Why would you have a dog beer?
You know, we have a brewery locally. They don't market it as such, but they, you know, a lot of the breweries now you can bring your pets, or you know, they're dog friendly, pet friendly, whatever. And they
Yeah.
would have like I think it was like on a Saturday or a Sunday. It was a bring your pet day, and they would have like water. Let's see, how was it? It was like leftover water that they used in mashing or whatever, but it was completely pet friendly, you know. So it was basically they were kind of marketing it as a beer for dogs with no, you know, no harm or whatever. And then also they would, you know, give them treats made with like some of the grains and shit like that they brewed with. Just kind of instead of throwing it out, you know.
One of them is called the Mailman Malt Liquor.
That's pretty good.
Liquor, Licker. It is made with chicken, turmeric, ginger, oranges, carrots, basil, cilantro, fennel, and filtered HCO.
Did you say chicken?
Yeah. It's a dog's beer, Eric.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
But you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to have people sitting around one day drinking. Someone's going to get buzzed or hammered. And they're going to be like, I wonder what that one tastes like. And they're going to try the dog beer. You know what's going to happen. Or someone's going to make a bet. Like, I bet you won't try that dog beer. But anyway, humans will at some point try to ingest some of these dog beers to see what they taste like, I'm sure.
Hell, people eat the dog food, so why not drink the dog beer?
Right. Then the dog would turn his head sideways like they always do. Like, what are you doing drinking my stuff? You know? Whiskey Quest, welcome, he says in the house. He says, hey, everyone. And the drunken one says BBL is 31 gallons. So what was the number you had, Eric?
They said they were upping it to 50,000.
So 50,000 times 31 gives you the number of gallons, yeah.
155? Is that right?
No, 50,000 times 31.
Oh, 1.5. 1.5. Sorry.
And
the beer's getting to me, okay, a little bit.
Good thing Joe wasn't here.
Yeah. Whiskey and Drunken One exchange pleasantries. And Whiskey says that fire's still going, LOL. And Whiskey said, I still like Fruity Pebbles, LOL. Yeah, Fruity Pebbles aren't bad. I mean, you know, I haven't had them for years, but you put them in the beer, I'll try them.
Only thing I didn't like about Fruity Pebbles, they get soggy too fast.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta go through Fruit Loops, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got Fruit Loops out there. I don't know if they've done the Fruit Loops beer yet. I can't remember. They did.
Yeah, I don't know.
You also got Trix as well. Trix and Kix. Kix was a cereal.
Yeah.
I still think Golden Grams would be a good one.
Oh yeah, Golden Grams would be a good one.
Yeah, that's just gonna be the start of it. There's gonna be all of them coming
Cinnamon
out.
Toast Crunch.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. I actually know some friends that took some Bourbon County and crushed up their own Cinnamon Toast Crunch and like suppressed it into the beer and made it themselves. And they said it was fucking fantastic. But
did they do it like with one of the coffee presses?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about picking up one of those. We had those here at our Kroger. Apple Jacks would be another one. Apple Jacks.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
That's kind of an underrated cereal, though, really. Nobody ever really says anything about Apple Jacks.
Yeah. Yeah, A is for Apple, J is for Jacks. You know.
Blueberry, Frankenberry, all those ones.
And you got the marshmallows in those ones, too.
Speaking of marshmallows, Rod, have you seen the Listerman, the Shamrock Shake one, or that they did with marshmallows?
I haven't seen that one yet. No, they got the other one that's coming out this week with another one, too. But no, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, they got two new ones, I think, on Saturday.
But I think their version is different than what the one in Virginia was doing with the Lucky Charms. I think it's a different type of style they're doing. So
yeah.
But,
by the way, that cookies one I sent you guys a message on that they released this past Tuesday.
Yeah.
Double stuff or whatever is like a triple stuff, like Oreo cookie one. It was sold out in like 20 minutes.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like $12 for a 12-ounce bottle, though.
Yeah. People were like, I'm in. I wonder how many of those people actually drink it, though, and how many of them actually like try to resell it.
Yeah, it's probably about 50-50. I don't know, probably 70, it's probably 75-25 reselling.
But didn't you say they were making like limited batches of that, or it wasn't very much?
No, I think they had I wanted to say maybe 10 cases of it was all they were selling. And it was single bottle, limit 4, but single, or maybe limit 2, and it was just selling by single bottles. And they were only 12-ounce bottles. I think they were $11.99 a piece or something like that. I would have bought one. I was trying to get my brother to get one, but I messaged him like at 10:30. I was like, never mind, they're already sold out. Don't even waste your time going after work.
You already messed this one up. Let's see. Drunken said, if I was any better, I'd be having to take my meds. So yeah, Drunken one's in a good mood. Let's see here. The Drunken one said, I seen that just a while ago, Rod House too. But I guess Drunken one doesn't like the Fruity Pebbles beer. Don't be a traditionalist, Drunken one.
Don't be a hater. Come on.
Don't be a hater. Don't hate. He said, that's what we tried. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to try it if I see it. As they say back in the day, damn Skippy.
Mm-hmm.
Drunken one must be a Raisin Bran guy.
He must be a he might be a Raisin Bran guy. He might be the Raisin Bot guy. It's got to be this, and this. But yeah, but he might be a Raisin Bran.
Just kidding, Drunken one. But post down there if you are. I want to know if I got it right or not.
He's all about the 2 scoops.
2 scoops.
Rod J spitting all the jingles out tonight.
Craft Beer Pours says, cheers, folks. Welcome, Craft Beer Pours. Another one that was listed on the top 30.
Cheers.
Beer tuber. YouTube.
Cheers, brother. Cheers. Congratulations.
YouTube.
And congrats. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, I was like number 7. I think they forgot Craft Beer Pours. And I look back and I was number 8, and he was number 7. So, yeah, good stuff. And Whiskey said, oh, yeah, Fruit Loops, and then the Kicks. And then Eric Gilbert is double fisting with Duvel. That's a pretty good one. That's a double fist with some Belgian ales. Oh, watch out now. Whiskey Quest said, got to run, fellas. Busy day tomorrow. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Whiskey. Thanks for swinging by.
Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy.
Oh, Drunken one said I was talking about the dog beer. Okay, yeah, that's that one I think is stupid there. I don't know, but people will probably buy it because people love their pets. They can sit there in the brewery, have their beer, dog can have their beer. I just want to see someone that actually YouTubes the person that actually tries the dog beer themselves. So I would think that'd be pretty funny.
I would try it. I would.
You would try the dog beer?
I'm not gonna lie, I would try it too.
I would try it. I would. I may not finish it. I would say I would try it. I didn't say I would like it.
Especially after you're a couple flights in or a few pints in.
Yeah, give me that fucking dog beer.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Well, there you have it, people. When the dog beer comes out, we're going to have 2 panelists try it for you.
Hey, you send it to us, Rod. We'll drink it. Eric,
hey,
down. I'm down.
Hey, I go by this. I go by this Banera. Is that how it goes? Anyway, I'll try anything once.
It's not for you. It's for the dog.
I'll pour a little out for my dog so they can have a little bit. Try, I'll let them sample some.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, see, Drunken one said it has chicken after all. Sure, he said that's right too.
Got to get your protein somehow, right?
Oh, I think that'd be kind of funny there. Let me see here.
Watch it be fucking delicious. Time better than anything we've ever.
Oh, yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, this is fucking great."
But Craft Beer Pours, if you're still watching, there was a piece out here talking about how Treehouse is going to make a rare Boston appearance at one of the beer festivals upcoming. So, yeah, I know Craft Beer Pours probably had Treehouse, but they're going to have some different beers there.
I'll be right back.
Maybe worth checking out.
Yeah, the Trillium and Treehouse that Joe sent, those are fucking good.
Yeah. Apparently, okay, so there's a podcast, and I've heard about the podcast before, but I have not watched the podcast. Or I guess you can't watch it, really listen to it. I mean, you can have it on your computer, kind of see him talking, but it's called My Favorite Murder. That's been pretty popular. Apparently now they have its own beer, and it's not an Indianapolis brewery, Central State. It's called the My Favorite Murder beer. I don't know if it's the name of it. You've had Central State before, right, Todd? Or you've seen them?
He's away right now, Rod.
Oh, I was looking at the news thing. All right. Damn it, Todd! When I call you, you're supposed to be there.
But I think he has. I want to say that he has.
It's actually called "Stay Out of the Forest." So it's based off the, I guess, from the podcast they actually do. I never really listen. You listen to podcasts at all, Eric?
I've tried to get into them, and I maybe it's just the one I haven't found yet that I like. But
yeah,
I've only had a handful, and I was like, eh.
Supposedly this one is pretty popular. I've heard the one talked about before, but they're going to have its own beer off the podcast, so that's kind of interesting. Wet Dream says, how much alcohol does the dog beer have? It doesn't have any alcohol in it. It's just kind of designed to go for the dog when you're having beer as well. So, I mean, really, it's more like a dog treat in a can, but they're calling it dog beer.
Oh, speaking of podcasts, sorry, Eric, real quick.
Go ahead.
Have y'all listened to any of the Will Ferrell one where he's doing like the his character on shit. Where is on Anchorman from Anchorman? Ron Burgundy.
Oh, Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, he has a podcast where he's Ron Burgundy. It's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty good. I recommend it if you see it. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Is it on iTunes?
I'm not sure. I think I would say it probably is.
I can't even remember what I was going to say, Todd. So,
well, when Todd was away, we were talking about you've had Central State, right, Todd?
Oh yeah.
So they got a new beer that was based off that murder podcast that just came out. Don't Go Into the Forest.
Okay.
That's why we were talking about the podcast there.
Gotcha. Shannon listens to him all the time, and she was listening. I'd have to ask her now, but it was like based out of Cleveland. And it was a bunch of these like murders and stuff that were happening. I don't know what the name of it was. She told me to listen to it, but I haven't listened to it yet. Actually, I've listened to a couple episodes, but I'll have to ask her and let you know what that is if you listen to podcasts. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I usually don't sit around like we were just talking about listening to them as much. I mean, it's kind of like when I'm doing other stuff, I listen to a lot of the YouTube stuff while I'm doing stuff. So it's kind of like a podcast that way. So I probably could listen to podcasts, but
yeah. That's basically what I do too. I kind of listen to the reviews and stuff as a podcast also.
Yeah, and apparently Deschutes has now jumped onto the no and low alcohol products. They're going to be making some of those as well as gluten-free beers. So
I'll tell you, man, that O'Doul's that I had from Anheuser-Busch is not bad. The Amber's not bad.
You liked that one a lot, didn't you?
Yeah,
I don't know about a lot, but I
liked it. Yeah, it's because when you get into like the non-alcoholic lagers, they just don't taste right. But the Amber was good.
Yeah, I think there's a play for it. I mean, Eric showing. I don't know if you saw the new Heineken commercial, and they're like having lunch in the office in a boardroom type setting. And then one guy's drinking a Heineken, and the boss kind of looking over at it, everybody looking at him, kind of stuff. And then he flips it around where it's like the 0% alcohol, So
I'd give that a try. I always wanted to try Busch non-alcoholic, but I'm like, man, the non-alcoholic lagers they're not good.
Wet Dream said, anyone ever had a beer that has over 16% alcohol? Wet Dreams, you should know who you're talking to here. I mean, yeah, pretty much I think all of us have. I know Drunken One probably has there too, and a few other people in the comment section. Eric Gilbert, yeah, we do drink some big beers that go over 16% as well.
120 IPA. or 120 minute IPA by Dogfish Head, or any of their worldwide stout series.
Well, that Avery Rumpkin was like 18 something, I think.
And that Uncle Jacob stout was. Speaking of Avery's, that was just outstandingly good.
Yeah, I got to watch that video you did with Uncle Jacob versus who'd you do it against? Was it Bourbon County?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really too close to call, but I don't want to spoil it. So,
Droken asked if we had St. Arnold's Divine. I don't get St. Arnold's. Well, you know what? I may be getting it at Jungle Gyms now. I think I did see it there, but I didn't get any. Before I saw it at Jungle Gyms, I did not see any St. Arnold's beers. I don't know if you guys have seen it anywhere.
Not here, no.
No,
I mean, there's so many Michigan beers here that everything else just kind of gets. If it doesn't, like you said, if it doesn't sell, it's gone. It's off the shelf.
Well, St. Arnold's has, I know, a pretty good reputation out there too, so I'll probably try it at some point.
Yeah, like some of the bigger ones, like Deschutes does pretty well here. Dogfish Head does pretty well, and then your Bells and your Founders and your Shorts and all those other ones. The Michigan beers always do good here, obviously.
Yeah. Speaking of Bells, I still got to drink the Bourbon Expedition as well.
Yeah, I do too.
That one's a couple people said age it at least a year and then try it.
Well, I can do that as well. I got enough time. I got enough beers in there to do that. Trying to categorize everything. It's like, oh, I got to drink this. I got to drink that. Oh, this can wait. This can wait.
Yeah.
Probably
sometimes I age on accident. Sometimes it's not on purpose.
Yeah, well, some of the beers I got, I'd probably say of all the beers I got down there, probably about 80% is at least a 22-ounce size or bigger. So those are kind of like some sit-down sit-ins.
And speaking of the 20, I know we said it before here on this channel, but the 22-ounce bombers sizes and the 750s, I'm just done buying those because you're just not getting the deal that you are, like you are with like a four pack or a 6-pack. I mean, you're spending probably more on that 22-ounce or 750 than you would on a 4 or 6-pack.
Yeah, I mean on mine,
well, yeah, you get the deals.
The patent and Rod J deal is kind of
the exception,
but yeah,
Rod
but like
exception to the rule.
Just like Lagunitas, right? You get a good deal on the Lagunitas type stuff. Sometimes like Sierra Nevada type stuff, you get a good deal, but most of the stuff, yeah, you're right. It's kind of like. And plus, I would like to try to get just the other bottles because they make it easy to store stuff. But yeah, but like I said, like last weekend I drank that 50+ ounce bottle of Anchor. And it was kind of like at $9.99, I had to take that deal. But I was surprised. It actually didn't kick in the way I thought it would. And it was kind of like, I drank 50.3 ounces, and I'm still good to go. Let's get some more beer rolling. So,
yeah. Not only that, with the big bombers, you're kind of committed to it after you crack it open. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you don't feel like having a couple pints of a stout or something at that point in time.
Yeah.
Or maybe you crack it open and it's too sweet and you just can't drink that much at one time in one sitting, Yeah,
and then sometimes you just rather have somebody to split it with at that point,
Yeah.
Like I seen Epic Brewing's their their quadruple Baptist.
Yeah,
they want like $21 here. I'm like, I'm not paying $21 for a beer, a freaking 22-ounce bottle of beer. That's insane.
That's one you probably could. I haven't had the quadruple, but the other ones are freaking awesome.
Yeah, I actually out of all of them, I just like the regular Big Baptist. That's very very good.
Yeah, the regular series one.
Yeah.
We used to get those here. Only Epic that I've seen in the last year or so was the one they come out with for their pumpkin, like pumpkin beer, whatever it is. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's an orange label.
Now they have is it 12 ounce? I think they got 12-ounce bottles of the sour series that they've got. But that's still like $10.
Yeah. See, a California woman had allegedly stole beer at Target and drank the 6-pack in the dressing room.
Alrighty.
She chugged it down. Yeah. So she didn't leave the store with it technically, so yeah. Drunken One says the one he's mentioned from St. Arnold's a little pricey, but real nice. And then Wet Dream says, anyone had a beer called Moose Piss? I have not.
I have not either.
I've not even done the brown note just because the psychological aspect of it. I'm like, I just
What
roll
is?
the brown note
No,
for the Nancy Gray. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've had that. Yeah, that can art for that one's like, yeah, I don't really want that.
Yeah. I mean, I had to drink
Some
that.
dude,
Like, I'll just drink that
is
I had to drink that at the bar off a tap, like,
right. But back to the comment, I've had the moose drool from. It's called moose drool. I think it's out
I've
like
heard of Moose Drool. Yeah.
South Dakota or somewhere out in that area, maybe.
Montana, Big Sky.
Montana, yeah, there you go.
Big Sky Brewing.
That made me think of that. I had to think for a minute. I was like, what was that moose one that I had? It was moose drool.
I like their Trout Slayer too.
I haven't had that one. Actually, somebody, one of Shannon's coworkers, her and her husband was out there, and they knew I liked beer, so they picked up a 6-pack and brought it back and wanted to know if I'd ever had it before, which I hadn't. So that was kind of cool. It was nice of them to do that.
Yeah.
I can get like a variety pack here at a Big Sky.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm. Can't remember what the price is, but it's it's. I think it's $16.99. I think is what I say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that moose drool was okay. It was drinkable, but it wouldn't like be one I would seek out or anything.
Oh no, it's not. It's not anything stellar or anything like that. But
no,
if you want to kick back and have a brown ale, that's probably one to pick.
Yeah. To mention brown ales isn't my favorite style either. So
there's some good brown ales out there. There's different.
There are. Yeah. There's a wide variety for brown ale for sure.
Yeah, I'd be interested actually to try Newcastle now since Lagunitas took over brewing for them. So like Lagunitas started doing the Newcastle brown ales.
I always thought Newcastle was very, very watery.
Yeah, I mean it's old school brown ale. It's the one that started the brown ale style really in America. So
Mm-hmm.
we put more stuff in it since the time it came out. I mean it's still traditional. What it is, it's kind of like some of the other ones that are traditional styles. It's like it's a good beer. It's just time caught up with what we're doing now. Welcome, Earth. Earth says howdy.
Earth, what's going on, buddy? What's going on?
And he said, Ivan the Terrible is a great beer from Big Sky. So Earth has had Big Sky.
Can you get Big Sky out there, Earth? And I think he's in San Diego.
He's out there outside San Diego area.
Yeah, I was in San Diego last month. That's a nice city. I want to go back.
Yeah, the Unlimited Beer and Bacon Fest is traveling the country. That's a festival to go to right there. Beer and bacon.
I think it was in Louisville last summer, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't make it to it, but I think it came around here. Or maybe it was beer, bourbon, and bacon or something like that.
What was the one I went to last year or the year before? I did a short video when it was down at Newport, and they had like the glazed donut bacon.
Oh yeah.
That was I can't remember what it was, but it was damn good.
That wasn't your normal Cincinnati Beer Fest?
No, that was like a specialty festival they had coming through.
I think that was maybe the same one that stopped in Louisville.
Yeah, this is the Bacon and Beer Classic, and it's actually going to only be in Santa Clara, Seattle, Denver, New York City, Twin Cities, Chicago, and San Francisco. But anytime you get beer and bacon together, good deal. The ticket price varies by city, but falls between $59 and $125. Organizers promise the ticket will give you access to more than 100 beers and more than 30 food vendors in each city. 100 beers? Shit, we have like.
Yeah, no kidding. Exactly.
This thing is weak.
Does that include food too?
I get. I mean, it better because you don't got that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where's this at?
It was the Traveling Beer and Bacon Festival.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of like a food and beer festival, I kind of want to go to the Taste of Chicago.
Oh my gosh, that would be pretty crazy.
All the
food they got there and everything. Yeah.
Mm.
You get back to Chicago once in a while.
I haven't been to Chicago, Rod, and goodness, when's the last time I've been to Chicago? Probably 2013.
Okay. How far are you from Chicago?
For about 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, that would be a bad meetup spot either. I'm like about 5 hours from there. Five and a half.
How far are you from Chicago, Todd?
About 4.5.
And then Joe would be what? He's probably 7, 8.
Probably, yeah.
I would think so.
But the places they got there with the food and the beers would be pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a good spot too.
Although I still say we should get like one of those big cabins or something and do something like just bring in the alcohol ourselves on a good huge bottle share.
There you go.
I got plenty of bombers I need to be tapping into.
Yeah, because usually like Todd's where he's at, like southeast of we would usually like the Gatlinburg or something in Tennessee, but we have like places now like in Ohio, like around Cincinnati, Columbus, or cabin type stuff too, which wouldn't be that bad.
And you got Red River Gorge there in Kentucky. You could always go and do too.
Yeah.
Todd, did you ever find a place in Michigan for your vacation?
Jeez, you guys are proud of your property up there. Son of a bitch. I was looking on, this vacation rental by owner. There was one house on there. It was like $15,000 for the week. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'd better come with some specialties with that one.
Yeah, a maid service and a butler. Yeah.
So no, I really didn't see anything that was any cheaper, really. But actually, most of it was more expensive.
When were you looking to go to Michigan?
We were just looking something for family vacation in the summer.
I'm just wondering because it might have been around peak time when the prices are driven up too. Because a lot of people go like in the summer and stuff because the weather break. They got some great golf courses up there, and
that's when it would have been. It'll probably be in July sometime. So
yeah. You should go to Jamaica like we're doing, man. All included, all like that. I think for the two of us, it was initially like 36 or whatever.
Well, I had it all planned out. A friend of mine and his wife and his mom and stepdad went in together, and they have a apartment type condo in Mexico. And he told me anytime I wanted to go, I could use it, and basically all we had to do is just pay for our plane tickets. And it's on the Isla Mujeres, which is like an island. So you fly into Cancun, and then you have to take like a 10 or 15-minute ferry ride over to the island.
Yeah,
And I've seen pictures and stuff, and I was like, man, that's awesome. So I was talking to him about a month ago, and he's like, yeah, man. He said, I'll tell you anytime. He's like, I'll even write you like kind of itinerary as to when you fly in and make sure you get going in the right spot,
Yeah.
But we still have to get our passports, but the problem with that one was we couldn't find any of my daughter's friends that she could take with her. So it might have to be a trip that just me and Shannon take on our own or something sometime.
Yeah.
I was like, shoot, you go stay on the beach in the condo it cost us like $1,300 for a plane round trip ticket for all three of us.
Right. That's not bad for all three.
Yeah, I was gonna say, couldn't beat that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But we were planning on going to like Jamaica or Aruba or someplace like that last year for our 15th year anniversary, but we didn't make it.
Aruba, Jamaica. Yeah.
Or Dominican. Actually, we was looking at Dominican Republic, but
yeah. Dominican Republic was a fun time for sure, but Cancun was as well. It's just amazing. Like the food down there was. Like the fruit and stuff was so much more fresher than we have here. But once you get it, it's like you can see a total night and day difference.
Oh, I guarantee.
So like, what are we doing with our food, man? All the pesticides or something.
Or down there, you probably get it straight from the tree right to the market.
Well, that's what it is, and it's like I don't like fruit usually. Like, so I don't even buy fruit up here. But like when I went there, I was like eating fruit like crazy. It was so much better, more fresher. I mean, you could eat fruit like a dessert down there. And Eric, when you went to Mexico, it might have been that way. Some of the places you went to.
It was like fresh, very fresh.
But I also have an aunt and uncle that live in I think it's San Felipe in Mexico.
Yeah.
on the Pacific side, and they always told us they actually have a house in San Diego, but they also built a house in this little like American type neighborhood or something. They said it was like 300 of them that lived down in San Felipe, and they were like, anytime you want to come out, just come on out. So we thought about doing that too, but
yeah, there's some good pockets in Costa Rica too with a lot of Americans now that are moving down there, like retired and stuff, because it's cheaper to retire there than here in America. Imagine that.
yeah, and that's what they do. They rent their house out in San Diego, and then they said they make about a once a month trip to like a Costco or a Sam's Club across the border.
Yeah.
In California, and go basically grocery shopping for a whole month, and then they just go right back to Mexico and until it's time to go grocery shopping again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ernst said he had not had many talking about the Big Sky, but he said, yes, Eric. And Wet Dream says, anyone had a beer called Golden Shower Imperial Pilsner? I have not.
I have not either.
Drunken One says, wowzers. And he says, what a great name. He says, yep, great name. Confirmed it himself. Drunken One says, vacation. Hell, I can't even spell it. Says, I really should go out more. For me, says, Drunken One, I have some DR19 in the fridge now. Every year is a different beer. So, and I was talking about the other one there, I think from St. Arnold's.
Have you guys seen the Metallica beer, that Pilsner, that Enter Night Pilsner?
Yeah, I've got that now in the cooler. I haven't tried it yet though, but yeah, I picked it up because seemed the thing to do.
I don't know that I've actually seen it here.
Who bottles it and brews it?
Stone.
Oh, Stone did.
Yeah. What? So Great Lakes.
Metallica was just playing here too the other day.
They were in Grand Rapids yesterday.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was in Louisville on Tuesday or Monday, maybe.
So we talked about Great Lakes earlier. Well, apparently they made another beer for St. Patrick's Day, and this one uses Irish seaweed.
Irish seaweed.
Little seaweed in your beer there.
Is there really a difference?
The Ohio City Brewery is making Delicious Stout, an Irish stout made with seaweed. The seaweed is Palmaria palmata, a cold water reddish-colored algae species commonly known as dilithic or dilithic. I don't know. So that's interesting. Beer is 4% ABV, and those who want to try it, Sunday appears your only opportunity. So Sunday you're going to have it out there, I guess, just at the brewery in the pub, only on draft. Yeah, and it says Pat Conway. Conway's Irish Ale. Pat Conway said in an email, it connects the brewery with the family's heritage, which the Conway's ancestry is tied to Clew Bay on Ireland's western edge, which is why you have Conway's Irish Ale. I don't know. I'd probably try it, though, because it's Great Lakes.
Yeah, it might be all right. But seaweed would be...
Oh, you've had oyster. I've had oyster in beer.
Yeah, I had that 30th anniversary oyster stuff. That was really good.
Yeah, I got that one down there, too. I got a drink.
I think I can still get that, too. Still get it.
And again, from the land of rock and roll, Iron Maiden has now announced a new sake-infused beer, Sun and Steel. So they're going to have a beer come out now.
Sake infused.
Yeah.
Okay. I never had sake before, so I don't know if I'd like that or not.
Oh, you do enough of them, you'd like it for sure.
I'm gonna have to try some sake because I know where I can get some.
If you like a hibachi grill, they have it there too. Like you can enjoy it while you're getting a hibachi grill. But they do have the Trooper beer already out there, so
yeah, I've had the Trooper beer. I've had that.
But this is going to be called Sun and Steel, 4.8% ABV, and see what this one has to offer. And it's, I guess it says, according to the press release, the beer is named after the song Sun is Still, which details the life of Samurai Miyamoto Musashi. So,
Todd's cracking open another one.
For you Iron Maiden fans, that's a beer to look forward to. So, last week we had the beer truck. I think we talked about the beer truck crash that spilled all the Modelo on the freeway overpass.
Mm-hmm. Those poor Modelos.
Yeah.
Ooh. Todd's having the Listerman beer.
Was he
courtesy of the
Which one is it? Which one are you
J.
drinking?
This is the Brew Force.
That's a pretty cool label on that one.
New England IPA brewed with Galaxy, Mosaic, Idaho Gem, and El Dorado. 6.8 ABV. Yeah, they've definitely upped their artwork on their cans for sure.
That's a pretty sweet looking label.
For anybody that didn't see it.
Got to present it. You know.
They're doing some good stuff. I like them.
We'll see what you think of that one. Break it down, brother.
Let's hear a Todd review.
Oh, shit.
Review.
I was going to let it go, Eric.
I caught myself.
So you want to see like a preview of how bad my channel would be if I actually had one, right?
Well, just give your thoughts on it, man. That's all we.
Yeah.
No, I know. Ooh, definitely get right out of the gate. Definitely tropic, orangey, citrusy. Also get some of the, I hate to use the word dankness, but definitely the dankness characteristics coming out of it for sure too. Smells pretty good. A lot of orange, mostly kind of orangish tangerines. Nice little, some cloud, of course, what you'd see from your New England IPA. Some little pretty good lacing. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice. Get some, almost what they could have some lactose or something that's kind of creamy, good mouthfeel to it for sure. Nice creaminess to it, not overly bitter. Get some nice juicy notes to it for sure. Orange, pineapple, tangerine, grapefruit. That's good. I like it. Thank you for sending that one. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. See, Todd, you can do your own channel. You
in a quick nutshell, there, it's really good. What'd you think of it, Rod?
There's a lot of the same stuff you did there. Pretty tasty,
Okay.
Pretty smooth. You get a nice tropical citrus feel on it. That creaminess does come through. It's got that nice feel of being like a New England type IPA with it. Not overly hoppy when you get a little bit of a scratchiness in the throat from the hops, but it's not overly done at all.
No, it balances out, and it's not overly sweet, not overly hoppy. I mean, it's a good combination there for sure. I would almost think that it was a milkshake-esque style IPA. Maybe not to that level of lactose flavor to it.
Right.
I'm not really getting the vanilla in it, but the mouthfeel of it feels like almost kind of like one of those fresh fruits you just drank, Eric, but not quite to that level of creaminess, I guess, if that makes any sense.
But I think when you do a milkshake, you're doing more of the lactose to get that to the milkshake level.
Right.
Some of the
right.
ones, that haziness, you're dealing more with the oats and stuff to get a little bit of that creamy feel. So
yeah, and that's exactly what this one is. It's not the sweetness of like the lactose additive that you would get in the milkshake style, but it has that similar mouthfeel. It's really really creamy to it. No,
I thought the flavor had a good duration with it too.
Oh yeah. No, this is very tasty.
Rod,
like I said, they've come a long way in the last couple of years. Listerman has. They're doing some great stuff there.
Oh
now.
yeah, they've been
You guys seem to think pretty highly of Listerman.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty good. I mean they're a nice shop. They also do homebrew and stuff there, so they're more of a, I guess you could say, kind of like the 450 North, like Todd does. They do different things like that. There's a little more different when you go in there. Like I won't say their titles like kind of gimmicky, but they are kind of gimmicky, just like some of the 450 North stuff. But It's just a nice.
I agree.
It's nice. It's not like the brewery that you see, like say a Mad Tree or a Rheingeist, that you don't feel like that more of that capitalization type feel of them trying to build stuff out to grow it as much. It's kind of like we're going to take our time. We're going to make beers we enjoy. Sit down and have a beer with us and let us know what you think about it type feel. It's kind of like it's just a laid back type of place, you know.
I'm kind of glad you compared it to that because I was going to say the same thing. Like I remember Listerman when my brother was bringing them to me 4 or 5 years ago, probably, I guess now, and their beers were pretty good, but I wouldn't say they were like great by any stretch of imagination. I was like, yeah, they're okay. Then the last couple of years, I mean, they're just kind of like 450 North, like they've hit their stride now. You know, I'm not sure how long they've been in operation. It's not been what, maybe 6, 7 years, Rod?
Yeah, it's not somewhere around there and everything.
Somewhere like that. So it's like they've kind of hit their stride and they found their niche. Yeah. And you're right, they come up with new releases, not quite to the 450 level, I don't think. Actually, they probably have them more often, just one or two cans here and there. Yeah. But they're starting to find their stride. And, I mean, all the newer stuff I've had in the last year or two has been, I mean, it's top notch. It's good.
And I think when you were up here for the beer fest, you had tried like their triple digit Chicao, which is kind of like the fudge nut type or fudge brownie type beer. That was them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do.
So what is the deal with that? Because I had some triple digit before, like the Chicaos, years ago. Is it like a?
It's kind of.
I know they brew it, but is it like a separate brewery or what's the deal with that?
I think triple digit is kind of like a gypsy brew that brews there with Listerman type thing, but it's their own brand. Triple digit, but it is really still Listerman in a way. It's kind of a weird setup, but they brew everything out of there.
Yeah, because that's what my brother said. He's like, well, they brew it there and they make it there, but it's always been like marketed as triple digit, almost like a separate brewery. So I wasn't sure if they were like contract brewing it for somebody or what the deal was.
Yeah, but triple digit is kind of like the brand name now, like for those sweeter dessert type beers. That's all they make is like the Chicao type line for the most part of stuff. Everything else is kind of like Listerman. So it's kind of like when you look at Stone and you look at Eric and Bruin is really Stone, but they'll put some beers under Eric and Bruin under that title. So like the Wussy beer they did was under Eric and Bruin, even though that's still a Stone beer. So it's kind of like a breakdown like that, where it's kind of like we're there, but we're not there. We're kind of separate, but we're not really separate.
Gotcha. Yeah. Almost kind of like a parent company type deal.
Right. But they're building a brand identity for those certain types of beers.
Yeah. I saw they also just released on the same day they did the cookie one. They did a collaboration with Distill.
Yeah.
And it was a barrel aged one, but I can't remember what the actual outcome was of that one. If it was brandy barrel or something, I don't know. Yeah. Have you ever had anything from Distill, either of you?
I haven't, no.
I haven't either.
They do some pretty good stuff. They're kind of pricey on their stuff, but they do some pretty good stuff.
Let me see here. Wet Dream says there's even a beer called Soft Dookie, which is actually funny because I've actually had that beer, but it was from Evil Twin, and it says Soft DKY. So I was just calling it Soft DKY or whatever it is, not realizing it's supposed to be Dookie. It was kind of funny, but yeah.
So they had the Golden Shower and the Soft Dookie, right?
Yeah.
and what did the moose piss?
Yeah. And Drunken One says, sounds fun. And then Drunken One says, foamy head, not wet dreams. Talking about the Soft Dookie. Soft Dookie was actually a good beer, but gosh. It says, Irv says, the foamy head you need to get on the show, brother. Drunken One says, I've got a 12-pack of one from St. Arnold, 7.1 ABV called Art IPA, one of my faves. And Wet Dreams said, I want to try a beer called Tramp Stamp IPA, which I think Tramp Stamp, I want to say, was that one that was Clown Shoes had done that one? I remember seeing a Tramp Stamp somewhere.
I think that's right. That sounds right.
Yeah, I think I may have had that one under Clown Shoes. Urs says St. Arnold's has a couple beers I'd like to try. Urs says, what brewery at Wet Dreams? Greg, hey guys, hope everyone's having a good evening. Yes, Greg, thanks for swinging by.
Hey, Greg.
Come on, Greg.
And Drunken One said, I guess they don't make it up there. And Drunken One says, Greg, welcome back. Which let me see. I just heard about today. So, but if he's talking about Soft Dookie, that is Evil Twin. I know that. Foamy Head says to at Earth, I'm not good at talking about beer, just good at drinking it. I may have to hook up with you in a care package someday soon. Elbow's in the house. Cheers. He says, cheers, guys. And he said, I almost forgot his beer chat time, but here I am. Always glad to have you, Elbow.
Welcome.
Wet Dream says, holy shit, there's a beer called Big Cock IPA. Like Wet Dream's just like going through trying to find the beer that's just, yeah.
Gotta live up to the name.
It's like he's searching Urban Dictionary or something. Yeah. Drunken One says, welcome. And Foamy Head says, we all need to exchange local beers around. Yeah. To Foamy Head. So, yeah, we need to get Earth some stuff at some point, too. And
yeah, we need to get you some stuff, Earth. That's for sure.
Get some of the other stuff going and Drunken One and all these guys. And, yeah, to get the collective.
Yeah, I sent the package out to Greg out there. He's out in Maryland last week or so.
Oh, you sent it out to Greg? Yeah.
Yeah. And he sent me a package, too. So
nice.
Hey, Greg, have you had any of those 450 North beers yet? I'm assuming you sent them to him, Todd, right?
Yeah, I sent him the fresh fruit one that you just had, and a couple. I didn't send him any slushes because they didn't really like that style, so I didn't send him any of those. But I did send him a couple of the other 450s at the distro that I get at the local, liquor store here. So. I think he did one on Untapped, and I think he gave it a 4. Might have been 450 Nugs. I can't remember, but I think he rated it like a 4 out of 5 or something.
Yeah, Greg said I'm a good trader. He says yes, I have, and they were really good. So yeah, he had the 450 North beers. Yeah, I'll have 2 unboxings I should put up this weekend. One is from Joe from what he had just sent, which of course was the other half. Which if you went to the Facebook page, you're already spoiled because you know what beers are in the box, but you didn't see my excitement of pulling it out of the box. And then the other one is actually from 21090 Brewing, which I appreciate from them. They're doing a state series, so I sent them some beers from Kentucky, and they had sent me some back from their area, including a couple home brews. So.
Yeah, I went from I need to make a beer run to getting a box from Greg, a box from Joe, a box from Rod, and thinking, all right, now my fridge is full. I'm good.
Yeah.
now it's like there's so many IPAs, I just got to drink them all.
I'm going to be doing mine daily, but they'll be spread out on my channel. So you'll see probably in May be like, hey, this was March 12th.
And be like June 20. No, it's not. It's June 27th. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my backlog of videos right now is at 46, I believe.
Holy shit.
Different reviews I haven't uploaded yet. So, because I'm trying to, focus on getting on certain days and dropping some other ones out there when I can. But, yeah, I've got like 46 of them up there. Now, these are actually, let me take a look here. Take a look at my count. 44. Sorry, I have 47 videos right now that I gotta still do. Those are 46 are beer reviews and 1 is an unboxing video. That's just stuff that I haven't edited yet or cut yet. I've actually got 6 videos I've actually cut already. I just haven't uploaded yet. So I've got like the Rogue Chipotle Ale, the 21090 unboxing, the Brigadero that Joe sent a while back, the Fox and the Hunted that Todd sent a while back. The Killer Penguin barley wine, and then St. Nicholas Bach I had. So it's just tough. I mean, it's tough getting all these to put together sometimes.
I thought you did that one already.
Which
Fox
one?
The Fox and the Hunted. I think you did one from 18th Street not too long ago. Or
Well,
I say not too long ago, but maybe a couple weeks ago.
I mean, 18th Street was Devil's Conclave, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what it was.
I didn't upload the Fox. The Devil's Conclave was good. That can was pretty wicked. So
I sent one out to Greg too, and it was actually a newer one that I hadn't seen, so I hadn't tried it. And it was, I think he was just okay for him. I don't know that he thought it was outstanding. He can comment if he's still around, but so I apologize on that one if you're still listening because I actually hadn't had it, but everything I usually do is solid, so I didn't think it was a can't miss type thing,
Yeah. Let me see here. Let's see. Where did I leave off on the comments here? Greg said, "Yeah, sours aren't my thing, but maybe one day here soon." Eric Gilbert.
Oh, but you guys have to tell him about the slushies though. They're not really sours, all right?
No, the slushies aren't. The slushies are not sour.
But they're burrowing their vices into a slushy form. So which is a sour, but they don't really.
They're not really sour.
Sour. No, it's like you're drinking a slushy in 7-Eleven. Eric Gilbert says Joe is the other half sniper. That's a good title for Joe. Other half sniper.
There you go.
Wet Dreams is still getting the titles down. It's an amazing beer called Hoppy Endin IPA. And then, Eric Gilbert had a comment back here. So I can smash these Duval, only 8.5%. Totally sessionable, Suns. So Gilbert's got the Suns rolling. Here we
go.
And Drunken Luke said, show off. Wet Dreams LL. Eric Gilbert said, hold on, that came out wrong. So, yeah. Greg said just a tad sweet, but it was solid. Talking about the one that
18th Street.
Yeah. He said, no worries, man. I enjoyed them. Okay, twist my arm.
If I must, I'll drink it if I must.
Yeah, but you try different styles. Some days you don't like a style, or originally you may not like a style, but then later on you try it again. You're like, oh, this wasn't that bad. I actually like it.
And you're not gonna hit on everything you send, so it's
Yeah.
But I don't normally like to send stuff out that I haven't had. So, but for the most part, 18th Street is always usually top notch. So,
well, it's like the one I didn't care for the blackberry one. You guys all loved it.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I don't know which one were you in that, Eric, but that was that's
what I'm saying. I'm like, what?
You always follow your palate. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
No, it wasn't. It was stock, Rod.
Yeah, except for that one, Eric. We're gonna tell you something different.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the matter with you on that one.
Yeah, but that one was so good. Yeah. And the Earth comments Suns. So
here we go.
Don't get Gilbert rolling now. So
yeah, don't get Gilbert rolling, that's for sure.
But there's I gotta get these other videos uploaded and stuff. So
I still have to do what is it Bums? Is it the Brass Monkey? Was he the one?
Did Bum send you Brass Monkey?
No. He wanted to see me do a Brass Monkey.
Oh yeah, that was Bum. Yeah.
But I can't get any 40s of. I can get the 22 ounce. I just can't get the 40s of the Old English.
Yeah.
To do a proper Brass Monkey, let me put it that way.
Yeah. With the BC Boys.
That's what I was going to say. If you do it, Eric, you have to play that in the background.
Yeah.
Even though you'll get booted off YouTube. But
it'll get demonetized. I'll just put on there right from the get-go. I'll just click, don't monetize.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like
once we get a copyright strike.
Drunken One said, "Where is Joe?" I said, "Joe's out killing somebody tonight. He's stalking somebody right now, getting their patterns down.
He's out stealing all his other half.
Right." Oh, Syracuse right now is tied with Duke, 46.
Yeah, I got it on.
Just under 13 left.
They were down. They were down 15 early in the first half there.
Why can't teams figure out the Boeheim zone? I never understood that.
Me either.
I mean,
all you do is play a high-low on them, dude, and you beat it every time.
It gives teams
I know that.
Yeah.
Their zone when they play it, though, it seems like there's like 7 guys on the court at one time.
Yeah. When he won a title, Carmelo was on his team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was his freshman year, or only year, I think.
Yeah. So Carmelo won everything except an NBA title because he had like the medals and stuff for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think some of those guys, they know their niche and they're like, yeah, my niche is college basketball, so I'm going to stay here. They know
Carmelo put some plays up as an NBA player, though. He just didn't have talent around him enough.
Yeah, he's had a solid NBA career for sure.
And then Elbow says, Rod, that video of Jungle Gyms is excellent. Gosh, what a huge selection. Somebody like to visit that place. Yeah, that if you're ever in Cincinnati, it's almost like if you like beer or if you're making a beer run or beer traveling up here and you want to take beer back, you have to hit Jungle Gyms. And that's actually Rate Beer has that's one of the top 5 in the country for places to buy beer, which I don't always follow Rate Beer, but that one, it's hard to imagine a place bigger than what they had there.
No, yeah, for sure for beer, but also for food.
Oh yeah,
like, I remember we went just walking through and they were selling like full size like pig heads in the cooler or whatever. You could just buy like I don't know why you'd want to buy just like a pig head, but
yeah,
well, it's like all kinds of weird shit.
Like you hear people talk about they go to IKEA or Sam's Club or Costco's for snacks and stuff. Like they go on a Saturday or whatever. And it's like, dude, you go to Jungle Gyms on a Saturday, you got all kinds of snacks out there. You can sit there and have a full buffet lunch from different stuff they put out there.
What do you guys think of Trader Joe's?
I like Trader Joe's. I mean, I haven't been there in a while, but the thing I like about Trader Joe's, you can buy each beer individually. You don't have to buy a whole 6-pack or a 4-pack or something if you want to try something. They don't charge for it.
The nearest one to me is over by Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, same thing here, Eric. We don't have one on this side of the river, so if I go to one, it has to be, it's a 20, 25-minute drive. So
I will say the one here doesn't have the biggest beer selection. They have a good selection, not a big beer selection, though. Yeah. But even with Jungle Gyms, if it's like a certain price on a 4-pack or a 6-pack, they don't raise it up. Like if it's like a 6-pack for like $8.99 or whatever, they're going to upcharge some of the beers. But if it's like a 6-pack and it's like $10.99 or $11.99 or a 4-pack $12.99, they won't upcharge it, depending on what it is. And then you got like beers on tap there, so you can take a break and have a drink in between your shopping, which is nice.
Yeah, they got a tap room at the Horrocks that I usually go to, like this one here. I'm sure you guys have seen the labels on them. I go to Horrocks. They got a tap room, and you can have a beer while you're shopping for groceries and all that.
Yeah. So they do have a tap room at Jungle Gyms. I don't remember seeing that when I was there.
Right in the middle, off the beer section, they have like probably about 25 taps where you can drink beer there.
Okay.
And they got a wine set. They got a wine area too, so you can actually get wine there too. So
that place is crazy. Like your video really didn't do it any justice. I mean, it was a good portrayal of it.
Going up and down the aisles. I mean, if I'd have stood there and focused on all that stuff, it would have even been longer of a video, just all the stuff they had. I mean,
well, no, I mean, like not even that. Like it's hard to actually vision, like get a true perspective. As like as you're going up and down all the aisles. I mean, it was a good video to see exactly how much they had, but it was like to actually be there in person and experience it. It's like, man, it's just like beer heaven.
Yeah, because there was other stuff like down around the bar and different places they had. It was just like I didn't even show the tap section. I could have shown the tap menu what they had on tap there, which were all decent like tap beers that you were like $4 for like a pint or something.
Yeah,
it was like crazy because you go to a bar and usually $7 or $8 for a pint or something. So, or you get growlers or crowlers there if you wanted to.
Do they allow you to get it and then continue shopping while you're drinking?
Oh yeah, you have a cup holder in your cart, so you can drink while you're going.
So when you were doing that video, were you getting any like weird looks or something? Like, what's this guy doing?
Not really. I mean, I went down the aisles. Actually, when I went there, it was like earlier on the Saturday, so it wasn't as many people in the aisle. One guy came through. He's like, oh, excuse me. I was like, oh no, excuse me, But no, it was fine, and I kept loading up the cart. And one guy was like, "You must be going somewhere really fun today."
I'm going where this guy's going.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can't beat some of this stuff, but they're not all for me. So, but yeah. Yeah, I think where you get weird looks when you do the videos is more like in a restaurant or a bar. If I'm sitting there doing a live video and I'm in a bar or at a brewery or something like that, everything you get looks somewhere there and stuff. I think Jungle Gyms or a place like that, so many people do it in like a tourist trap. It's kind of like, oh, probably just take a video, kind of a tour. Because there was a lady taking pictures of stuff that was like, hadn't been there before as well. You see other people doing stuff like that too. So.
Yeah, probably really is. You probably get a lot of like the touristy things for IKEA and Jungle Gyms at the same time.
Yeah,
I would imagine. Yeah,
but
is that just an Ohio-based?
Yeah, Fairfield and Eastgate. Yeah,
yeah. I've been to both of them.
And the one in Fairfield is supposedly bigger than what we have here in Eastgate that I went to.
Yeah, but I think I like the one in Eastgate better than the one in Fairfield.
Yeah. And they have a cigar area there, cigar shop and all kind of stuff there too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff around that place.
I mean, they had like a sushi bar where they're actually hand rolling the sushi as you're standing there or whatnot.
Yeah, they have like one of their rolls is like a hot sauce roll of all the different hot sauces from around the world. So, yeah, I mean, you have all that stuff there. You have different dessert things. They have like a place inside where they make gyros, so you can get a gyro there if you wanted to, and it's just all kinds of world. They have a coffee shop in there with coffee from around the world. Jungle Gyms has pretty much got everything you could possibly want. It's like you got locked in there, you would not be upset.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going hungry.
I mean, for beer guys, it'd be like Tom and what was the one he got? He was in the store, Big or whatever, like the toy store or whatever. It'd be like, just I'm good.
Yeah, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm locking myself. I'm driving to Jungle Gyms and locking myself in there.
I mean, it was literally like, what was that movie with Sandra Bullock, the Bird movie or whatever?
Oh yeah.
And they went to the store, and it's like, if you went to that store was Jungle Gyms, like you wouldn't even think about leaving the store.
Yeah, but like I'm good. I'm just gonna stay here.
I am good to go. Thank you.
That's why I got in that movie. I was like, you made it to the store. Why the fuck would you even leave? You got everything you need. It's like, why would you go? Why would you get there and just leave?
Yeah, if I was John Malkovich, I'd be like, okay, see you guys later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here.
Yeah. Let's see.
I guess that wouldn't make much of a good movie if they just did that, though, would it?
Yeah, no. Eric Gilbert said rattlesnake fries, sons. So we're back to the rattlesnake fries.
Oh, here we go.
All right, gents, going to sign off. Add me on Untapped, MD Beer Hunter. So yeah, add Greg on MD Beer Hunter. There on Untapped. And Eric Gilbert said there was also Reaper nacho fries too. Wouldn't make it to the Bell's bathroom after eating those.
Yeah, no kidding. That would make for a painful next day for sure.
Yeah, the drunken one says, "I'll put it on the watch later." Yep, leave me here. Yeah, talking about the. You thought my basement was something, D1. If you were in Jungle Gyms, you'd be like, "I'm just going to retire."
Can I just spend the night here?
Yeah. So many good beers. And if, like you said, Todd, the food selection is crazy in there. Let me see. I'm thinking about it. Oh, Greg already sent me a thing on Untapped. There we go. MD Hunter, MD Beer Hunter is in the mix. Like MC Hammer, they put him in the mix. Yeah, so well, actually, I gotta get up early tomorrow now I think about it too, but
now wait a minute. What's early?
Actually, I get up like tomorrow, like around 6 or so. I mean, not early as Todd. Todd gets up at 5:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
So a little later than Todd, but I could probably squeeze it to like 6:30 actually tomorrow morning. But I just hate mornings. I hate mornings. I had to go to the office this morning, and it was like I get up, shave, do all this other stuff. It's like it's not the same when you work from the house that day.
This sucks. Like, how do you do that every day?
Yeah. Get up and deal with traffic, right? So, yeah.
Because, you work from home a couple times a week, right?
Yeah. Usually most of the week from the house, but that works out nicely.
I'd like to do that. That'd be nice.
Yeah. And Drunken One says, thanks, gents. See you on the next one. Cheers. And cheers, Drunken One.
See you, Drunken One.
Yeah. They say we would have popped up a tent in the big middle of Jungle Gyms, and that would have been it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to probably do one for the Party Source as well, where JO works. So his isn't as big as Jungle Gyms, but they have a nice selection of beers there.
Yeah, they had a good selection there, too.
Yeah.
Where's that at, the Party Store?
Party Source, yeah. Where JO was a Party Source reviews.
Plus, they have the Braxton Labs there,
Braxton
too.
Labs
so
there. Yeah.
Can I just spend the night at the party store?
And we have another one called Party Town that I'll probably do. Kind of like Party Source. But yeah, but those are kind of the better ones. There's a few other little ones that are kind of like a couple rows, although they get good beers, not much really theirs. But yeah, Jungle Gyms is definitely like the top of the damn Zion, how did you block that shot? The top of the mountain, so to speak. For a big boy, Zion Williamson gets up, that's for sure.
He's a freak athlete.
Yeah. He's definitely going to the NBA. He is.
Yeah.
I think Krzyzewski told him, was like, just go to the NBA, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they're up by 9 now against Syracuse. So
yeah.
But Foamy says he's having a 2018 Bourbon County wheat wine. Nice. I haven't had a wheat wine in a while.
I haven't had any of the Bourbon County variants ever.
Yeah, it wasn't Bourbon County I had before, but yeah, wheat wines are usually pretty good too.
I would have liked to have tried the barley wine that they had last year's barley wine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Last year I thought last year wasn't as good as a couple of the previous years, but it was still decent. I mean,
yeah, I can't remember when my video is coming up here. I'm gonna take a look.
Was it barley wine versus the other one, the Jacob?
The Bourbon County.
Bourbon County versus Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking it out right now.
I started to pick up the Bigfoot barley wine today when I was at the liquor store.
I seen someone grab a 6-pack of that.
I still got a 22 of the ginger Bigfoot in the basement.
Let's see here.
Well, once the weather breaks, I'm gonna do some videos from outside on the deck too. I might do those live.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
With some cigar.
Oh, that's coming up Saturday.
Yeah, so check out Erica Lions Fans Saturday for that one.
Goose Island Bourbon County Stout versus Avery's Uncle Jacob Stout.
Did you end up choosing one you liked more than the other?
I did, but it was so close. You could go with either one. I mean, it was just a smidge better. But I guess it was on my palate too. It wasn't on anybody else's. I mean, anybody else would have probably said, "What the hell, Blah? Why'd you pick that one?"
Right.
So I'm sure I'll get people that like it, and then you get people to be like, "No, this was better," or "No, this is better." Anyway,
you can't go wrong with those Avery beers though, with those big ones that they make for sure.
No, the plank was good. I haven't is it the twerk? Is that what it is?
The tweak.
Twerk, tweak, whatever.
Easy there, Miley.
You are close to Detroit, so we can twerk it if you want.
I haven't had that one yet. That one's still in my cellar.
Yeah, tweak would be one to definitely check out at some point.
And then there's one that has like, what was it? Coconut and rum. I think it was a stout with coconut and rum.
That was. You don't do as well with coconut though.
I mean, if it's pressed down, it's okay. But just that Puerto Rican one, it was just like, ugh.
He's coming around to the coconut.
He's coming around slowly but surely.
No, I'm not, sons. No, I'm not.
Somewhere Joe is happy as can be.
Yeah. It's working. It's working. Irv says he wants Plank, still hasn't seen it, which is surprising. I would think in his market he would have saw Plank by now.
Irv, I can't. There's like 15 bottles of this Plank crap at a beer store that I got. If you want freaking all 15, I'll send them to you.
Crap, he says. Crap.
Don't play with Irv's emotions.
Now, granted, they're $14 a bottle, but there's 15 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, Avery does a really good job with their beer, so it's hard not to like them.
Yeah. They're good beers. They're good.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, he says he gets the other Avery beers, but apparently he's getting blanked on the Plank in his market.
They did have an anniversary beer, a bomber, and I hawed about getting it, and I never did get it. I'm like, yeah. I think it was like $20. I'm like, I'm not going to pay $20 for bomber. So I just
Right.
set it back down.
Yeah.
But Todd, you say that quadruple's worth $20, huh?
Well, I don't know. I hadn't had the quadruple. I was just thinking on the other, all the other ones. I've had the regular, the double, and the triple, and they were all great. So I'd have to assume the quad is really good. I've never had it, so I can't say, Eric, for sure if you should spend that kind of money on it or not. But the other Big Bad Baptists, I think, were great.
Yeah. Looks like your old boy Golden Tate's going to the Giants.
Hey, he'll fit right into that culture since he's been with the Lions. That team's imploding, man.
Gary Bridgewater to the Saints. Don't like your deal.
The Steelers and the Giants are like really imploding.
It's kind of like you got like your best two players on offense. Well, I mean, Roethlisberger's going to be a Hall of Famer too, but I mean, it's kind of like Bell and Brown are like, we don't want to be here anymore. It's kind of weird. I mean, to see a team have that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Especially that caliber of player.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're like all pros. You know, give them a few more years, they're Hall of Famers as well, probably.
Kind of makes you wonder. Kind of makes you wonder what's going on there. That makes them want to get out, you know.
Yeah.
Is it Tomlinson, or is it the front office, or is it the owner?
Yeah. Which the Rooney's had done a lot for the football. So I mean, you'd hard to think. I would think maybe might be more to the coaching type thing, but you know, as far as a lot of the other stuff they've done in the league, the Rooney's were probably one of the better families to play for. I've seen over the years. But never know.
Of course, Bell holding out didn't help himself at all on that.
No.
Well, they were kind of debating on that, Todd. They said, well, do you take the guaranteed contract and then risk getting injured, or do you set out the year and not make the 15 million, 14 or 50, whatever, how many millions of dollars you missed out on for a long-term contract?
Right.
Well, I'm just thinking more so as a front office would be like, do you want to sign a guy that's willing to sit out a whole season kind of for himself? Which, I mean, you can't blame him for that, I guess. But how much of a team guy is he actually going to be if you sign him on? You know, to me, it kind of portrays like he's all about himself at that point, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when, what's his name that come in, James... what was his name? James something that come in and had just as good numbers his first year as
the running back they replaced him. Yeah.
Yeah, had just as good numbers as he did his first season, you know. So it's like, is it really him, or is it just that they had a better line than people give him credit for?
Yeah. Well, like
or maybe the backup was just that good too, you know, who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
I know Bill was acting interested to sign with the Colts, and I was like, no, don't spend all that money on him.
You spent all that money on E-Bust.
Irv said he highly recommends.
And he become a Pro Bowler.
Irv says he highly recommends the quadruple Big Bad Baptist.
All right, man.
Yeah, I would have to assume that, because all the other ones I've had from them has been, I mean, they're outstanding beers. I haven't had the quad. But
now the triple to me wasn't that great, but the double and the regular were good.
Yeah, they had those at Jungle Gyms too, but I didn't get those either.
I can still get it. I'll probably go this weekend.
Just can't buy everything. Just can't.
Which one of those do they have, Rod?
They had them. They had like 3 or 4 different versions.
Oh, okay.
But I know the quadruple was one I saw there for sure, and the regular was there. But yeah.
Might have to have my brother haul some back for me.
Has he been at Jungle Gyms yet?
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I send him on Wild Goose Chase beer runs sometimes for me, and he'll pick them up and bring them back when he comes. He comes here about every other week to see his daughter. So
yeah. Well, we get some of the Canadian guys talking about some of the Canadian beers. I saw they were there now. I forgot which one. I know Ashley Sexton was talking about one. that is there, and there was a couple other ones, but even like Eric, like Ellison, we're getting their Jungle Gyms now too, and some other stuff. So they get great.
Did you see any of the Old Nation stuff when you were there?
Yeah,
Rod?
Old Nation's there too. The M43 is the only one they had there that I saw though.
Okay.
I just wonder how big Ellison is if they're going to have to start expanding.
Well, they had like 5 different Ellison beers that look like there.
Yeah, probably all their Crescent, their Amber.
Yeah.
They got a lager. I think they got another IPA and something else.
But I still got to drink the big stout that you sent as well.
Yeah, I still got.
I think it was Ellison stout, right? Big black stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. I got to still drink.
Yeah, I think I've got the big black stout, and I got the Gravity Shift that Joe said he already reviewed, and then I have another one called Descending Opinion. It's a barley wine, a bourbon barrel aged barley wine, which is fucking outstanding.
From Ellison?
Yes.
I think the one I still have is, I want to say is like Dose something.
Oh, DER?
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
That's like very big coffee. So very big.
Yeah.
So just warning you.
But all the other ones you sent, I thought was good. I thought the brown ale was really good.
Yeah, that Electron Brown.
Yeah.
I haven't drank that one yet. I still got to drink that one too. Then Earth said he's going to grab another one. Now he thought about it. Eric Gilbert said, "Go Pack, go baby." And then Elbow says, "I'm drinking a split shot from Elysian. I like the coffee flavored beer sometimes, but I do like the split shot. You know, Elysian gets knocked on because of them taking a check as well, but they still make some good beers. We just actually have Space Tusk of like $10.99 a 6-pack here at Kroger, which is
how much?
Like $10.99.
Oh, $10.99. Okay.
Yeah, which is usually like $13.99. And he said Eric may not care for it though because of the coconut, because Eric is a coconut.
If it's now, did Earth say that?
Yeah, Earth said that. I'm talking about the split shot from Elysian. Yeah. Which I don't think it's heavy on the coconut, but you may pick up.
Yeah, as long as it's not big on the coconut, I'm okay with it. But if it's like up in front of my face, I'll just push it away.
And then
they're California based, right? Elysian?
It might be. Let me see. I think they might be. Take a look here.
It could be way off base there, but for some reason I was thinking they were.
Elysian, Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Seattle. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were out west somewhere. I just wasn't sure exactly. Yeah, you're right though. People knock on it for that reason.
Yeah. But they still make some decent beers from what I found. They actually have one that's a Pumpkinchino coffee pumpkin ale. That would be interesting. But Earth Soul Elbow tasty beer indeed. And the beer guy, cheers. He said, look into the Funky Buddha Mixology series. That's something to look into. All right.
Oh,
I've had.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he said Funky Buddha. I was thinking the Florida beer or brewery. Funky Buddha.
Yeah, I see they have the Epic their sour. I think that's the Funky Buddha series. I think.
Yeah, I've had some of their Epic sours. Are pretty good.
Is that under Epic or is it Funky? Because there is a Funky Buddha brewery.
Yeah, there's a Funky Buddha in Florida. Orlando-ish area, I think. But Epic does have a funky series that is like a sour series.
Yeah, they have a peach sour. They had something else.
And those are pretty good too if you like sours.
Those are the ones I was saying were like $10 for a 12-ounce bottle.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah. The Wet Dreams. I forgot about a beer called the Rat Tail Ale. So, Ernst was replying about the quadruple barrel. So the quadruple, I guess, has a little bit of coconut. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering there for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not big long as it's not big in my face, I'm good.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's 11:19 now, so we'll probably go ahead and get this baby wrapped up. And
Alrighty, man.
anything you want to share from your channel, Eric?
Yeah, I got that the Avery versus the Goose Island, the two stouts going head to head. The 15+% ABV beers coming up, and then always got Detroit Lions news, Tigers news, pretty much anything Michigan-based sports really is what it is.
Do you do Pistons as well?
I've had a couple people ask me why I don't do Detroit Pistons, and to me the NBA is just boring. To me, I don't know. I just could never get into the NBA, so that's why I don't do Pistons teams.
Yeah.
So,
you guys don't have a soccer team there, right?
No, not yet.
It seems like every city's getting a soccer team nowadays.
And the Red Wings are they're the Red Wings.
Remember back in the day playing EA Sports, the Red Wings were the team back when they had Eiserman and Fedorov.
Yes, they were. Yeah, the Red Wings were the bomb back then.
They're back to their early '90s, the Dead Wings.
Yeah. Everything. I mean, apparently Cleveland Browns going to be the new team that's going to, take that next step now. So things definitely go around.
I think that it's a very good possibility. You might start seeing a little bit of a turnaround come this year. They may not make the playoffs, but you're going to see. I think you're going to see Cleveland kind of be the team to start turning it around.
Yeah, I think they'll contend for playoffs next year. They were close this year. They missed out.
Were they right there? I can't remember.
Well, I mean, they weren't close to the playoffs, but they had a lot of games that could have went either way, where they could have won. Where they could have been at least 500 anyhow. I'm not sure what their final record was, but I don't think they were too far off.
But of course, if there's a team that can screw it up, it'd be Cleveland. So
true.
Or Detroit. But yeah, as far as I'll probably do the unboxing this weekend with 21090, and then I might do the unboxing with Joe if I get it edited. If not, I'll do a couple beer reviews. But yeah, I'll try to get some other stuff thrown up here in the channel.
Todd, you got anything going on with your channel?
Funny guy.
Todd's making that channel rolling, baby. It only took Joe 10 years or something? I don't know. Yeah. And then
it was a while.
I don't know. Maybe this weekend we'll do a hangout again or something. We'll see.
All right, man.
No, Shamrock.
I'll be around. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to check out before we leave. I'm gonna have to check out Joe D's podcast. His little.
Oh yeah, so Saturday night I will be on Joe D's podcast most likely, or channel as well, because he'll be doing his 500th show. His 500th share a beer show. So I'll probably swing by there for a bit.
Saturday.
Have a few with them Saturday night. Yeah. And anybody's always welcome on Joe D's channel to jump in. I know Earth will probably be there for the 500, and obviously Bum and Mark and a lot of the other guys will be popping in. So
yeah, I tuned in and watched quite a bit of that last weekend.
Yeah, that's when I knocked out that Anchor beer and some other ones, and then it's like, let's do a hangout on my channel now.
Why not?
Yeah.
When is your birthday?
When did you guys shut that down?
Huh?
When did you guys shut that down?
We actually
before
or after the time change.
Yeah,
I went to bed at 3. That's all I remember.
I didn't even realize the time change was changing that night. So we were on there, and it was like I think we did a show for about 4 hours, and we were talking afterwards. But it was like it went from 2 to 4. I'm like, wait a second, what that?
Yeah, what happened?
But after we got done, Joe was still in there talking for a while, and they were on there for a little bit longer till like 5 or 6 in the morning. So,
sheesh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was 3:30 when I hopped off.
Yeah, we had a lot of good stuff going there and everything. And of course, the next morning I still woke up. I slept for about maybe 5 or 6 hours, but it was kind of like I got screwed in that whole time thing. My body was like, "Oh, the sun's out, get up,"
Yeah.
My body
rise and shine.
Yeah.
My body did the same thing, man.
I mean, I pretty much try to keep our bedroom like a moratorium. Like any light bothers me when I'm sleeping, so it's like dark, like red burgundy curtains and stuff like that and everything. But it's so dark in here. It's like because I can't take any light. Like get up and you throw a light on, I end up waking up from it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we may do that Saturday for going into St. Patty's Day. And then, who knows? We shall see. But that all being
What times
said,
they do that show usually?
Joe does.
What time is Joe D? Yeah,
Joe's like 7 Eastern.
7. Okay.
And so 7 our time. Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen Joe's channel, just hit Joe and then a space and D period, I believe. So yeah, if you put in Joe D search, you'll pull him up.
Okay.
But thanks for everybody that definitely hung in here tonight. I'll turn over to Eric.
Guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. It's stupid to drive home drunk because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do the stupid-ass sobriety test. Then you're going to get a free ride to jail. Then you're going to have court fees and possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And then if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under, right? Sleep off your butts, get your car the next day, get an Uber, a taxi, Lyft, have someone at the bar call for a ride for you. Because in this day and age, you're pretty much zero tolerance out there, and your ass will get sent to jail.
Yeah, there's no get out of free car when they do it.
There is no get out of free car.
So yeah, but thanks for everybody that tuned in, all the great guys here, and look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.